Hi, Moonlight. Happy Awareness Week. Today is day 4. So I hope you've been enjoying the stories and being able to talk about this with your family and your friends. Hopefully, you're trying some of the challenges to see how that would make you feel. But just a reminder, we're all different. That's what makes it great. And it's what you do with that difference that makes you you. So think about it at school. If Mr. Amos, Miss K, Miss Whitehead, and I were all good at music, well, there can only be one music teacher. There can only be one PE teacher. So it's good that we're all good at different things because then that's how we get to be together. So our story today is called The Girl Who Thought in Pictures, the story of Temple Grandin. Temple is a real person, and these are library books, so when we get back, you can check these out. This is a biography, so true information about Temple. This one is realistic fiction, so true information about Temple, but then also they've added in some obviously fiction parts. The Girl Who Thought in Pictures, written by Julia Mosca and illustrated by Daniel Riley, and the publisher is, Mrs. Athey needs fun, and publisher, the Innovation Press. So we want to say thank you to them for letting us share their books right now when we can't be together. The Girl Who Thought in Pictures. Sorry, I'm kind of playing around with the lights today. If you've ever felt different, if you've ever been low, if you don't quite fit in, there's a name you should know. Temple Grandin's that name. In her tale you'll find glory. So get ready, get set for this cowgirl's true story. In the city of Boston one hot summer day, a sweet baby was born. It was Temple. Hooray! Unique from the start, an unusual girl, she loved spinning in circles and watching things twirl. But something she hated, like certain loud noises, like certain loud sounds, or bright crowded places, large cities and towns. You've seen some of our friends at Moonlight oftentimes wear headphones because too much noise can really be a problem for them. Frilly dresses with tags made her itch, pull, and tug. Something else that she hated? A big, squeezy hug. A shy loner, this Temple, but when she got mad, when her feelings of stress and frustration got bad, quite a tantrum she'd throw. Kick, holler, bang, shriek, yet still by age 3, not one word did she speak. Think of how frustrating that would be. That's why she's throwing big tantrums, because she can't tell them in words what she wants or what she doesn't like. She'll never be normal, was what some did say. Her brain's not quite right. You must send her away. Away? Not my Temple, her mother proclaimed. We will figure this out. You should all be ashamed. Just because she doesn't learn like everybody else or talk like everybody else, we should make her go away? Then little by little, though sometimes she balked, special teachers helped Temple, and one day she talked. And that thing with her brain, it was autism, see? She was different, not less. They all finally agreed. Like most kids her age, she loved ice cream and art, but the way Temple thought, that's what set her apart. If something was mentioned, for instance, a fly, in her mind, she'd see dozens of photos fly by. Different, not less. When the time came for school, let's just say that was hard. Kids taunted and chased her all over the yard. They picked on poor Temple, how crazy it drove her. They teased her for saying things over and over and over and over and over. Look at her. Until finally she snapped. Yes, she did lose her cool. Threw a book at a kid and was kicked out of school. No one really got Temple, but well then again, the truth of it was Temple didn't get them. You need time away, said her mom. That's what best. You'll go visit your aunt on a ranch way out west. So even though it was all the other kids always picking on Temple, she was the one that got in trouble because she couldn't communicate it back. And guess what? Fitting in on a farm was less stress, since the pigs didn't care if her hair was a mess. Quite a sweet spot she had for the cows in their herds, such big, gentle beasts who knew nothing of words. As she watched her new friends, a thought popped in her head, these cows think like me, in pictures instead. Maybe that is what animals say. They think in a picture instead of a word. At a new school that fall, Temple found more support and a teacher who taught her you'll never fall short. When you find what you're good at, like science, you'll soar. And that teacher was right. He had opened a door. So she built a machine like she'd seen on some farms, an invention that hugged her with boards and not arms. It worked. She had done it. From memory, it's true. And just like the cows, it made Temple calm too. Having that really tight, small space made her feel better instead of having openness all around her, and even instead of a person hug. I'm special, she thought, like a bright shooting star. My attention to details could help me go far. Through her studies, she learned there were farms not so kind. I will help them, she said. Some solutions she'd find. Even though they're just animals, should they have to be scared or worried or not treated very well on farms? And then something cool. Can you guess? Could it be? Off to college she went. A degree. She earned 3. And though ladies weren't experts on farms at that time, do you think that stopped Temple? No way, she did fine. She stepped through that door and went forward, no tears. She took on that world, but at times she had fears. Because some things were scary, like people she'd meet who'd ignore her ideas and, well, wouldn't be sweet. Even as a grown-up, some people didn't want to like her because she was different. But she never gave up, learned her stuff through and through, like why cattle will circle and what makes them moo. To build better farms was her goal. She would do it. Be kind to our creatures. They have feelings. She knew it. And slowly but surely she changed many minds until farm after farm built her awesome designs. Word spread about Temple. Her feet's not so small. Temple Grandin? She's grand. She's the grandest of all. Now, for these things and more, she'd won honor and prizes, and a movie was made. But the biggest surprise is that girl with the future that couldn't be bleaker, yes, that once silent girl, she is now a big speaker. Today, she spreads hope with her stories and speeches. From New York to Sydney to Rome, Temple teaches. You figure out what continent Sydney is on and Rome. Each person is special, so unique are our minds. This world needs your ideas. It takes brains of all kinds. So here is the lesson. Feeling odd or offbeat? Being different might just be what makes you so neat. Don't let doubt hold you back, not for 1 minute more. Stand tall and like Temple, march right through that door. And here's a message to you from Temple Grandin. It says, Dear reader, as a child, I was really glad that my mother always encouraged my ability in art. I encourage you to find something you are good at and work on developing it. If you are interested in becoming a scientist like me, find cool new ways to look at things such as microscopes and telescopes. Explore nature. Think up your own hands on science experiments. Keep learning, especially from your mistakes. Temple Grandin. And there she is with those cows that she loved and helped so much. So, different. Not less, just different. We're all different. All right, today's challenge. Like Temple said, some things were uncomfortable to her, different sounds, different feels, different touches. So today, I want you to ask your mom or dad to find you a little piece of something scratchy, maybe a little piece of sandpaper, or a couple smooth things like beads or little seeds or marbles. And if you have sandpaper, I want you to tape it just inside your shirt. And I want you to wear that around for 10, 20, 30 minutes and see how that ends up feeling. Or if you have some beads or marbles, or maybe you could do both, I want you to put those inside your sock or your shoe, nothing that would poke you hard, and walk around with those for a while and see how that feels if you constantly have something that bugs you in your shoe. Can you concentrate on anything else? Can you listen to anyone else? It makes it hard. So everybody's different, not less. See you tomorrow, Moonlight.